how do you share ideas so that people will remember them? This week's business book recommendation is for Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. This book is about how to construct the messages behind your ideas so people take notice and remember them, so they stick. The book is written about ideas in general, but applies to content, internal messaging, marketing messages, or even teaching. It explores the core idea stickiness elements, tells you why, and shows you how. So what did I learn? Well, there are 6 principles of sticky ideas: simplicity, unexpectedness, concreteness, credibility, emotions and stories, according to the book. So I learned a whole bunch. But to pull out one interesting example, I learned about the power of schemas, the collection of preconceptions we have about a concept or a thing. So if I tell you it's like a grapefruit, you already have in mind what it'll taste like, what it'll look like, what you can use it for. Whereas if I introduce you to a fruit by just describing its attributes, you might remain confused for a while. Using schemas and also breaking them can be really powerful ways to portray your message. What does it make me think differently about? The curse of knowledge. You may not be familiar with that phrase, but you'll definitely recognize the problem. It's our inability to remember what it's like not to know what we know. It's more than just don't use jargon, it's truly putting yourself in the shoes of someone who knows less. I mean, I knew about this, but when I took a cold, hard look at my own content, oh dear, very guilty. What actions did I take? Well, the book talks about simplifying messages as finding and sharing their core. What's the it boils down to thing that people will get? I've rewritten all of my messaging and done away with bells and whistles. What's the core and how can I make it as compact as possible so it still makes sense? I'm still working on it, but I've definitely made a leap forward. What has the impact been? Well, I actually first read this book about 12 years ago when my work world was really quite different. I read it to help me with improving internal messaging, to help drive corporate change. But rereading this book now has made me see so many mistakes I'm making with my marketing and content efforts. It's not approachable, it's not simple. I'll be taking a completely different approach as a result of reading this book. This book deserves its hype. I'm a fan of Chip and Dan's work in general, but this book is a diamond among gems. If you want to improve your messaging for internal purposes, marketing purposes, this book will really help. It'll help you see why you have areas for improvement, not just tell you what you should be doing. Very, very highly recommended. Have a wonderful day.